Oh my God, it takes so much time. It takes so much time. Oi, oi, oi. 10 seconds. So my website has at least 4,000 images, which means that to me it really matters how they are delivered to my end users, since those images represent a significant chunk of all the assets from the website. So when we talk about images, there are several aspects that matters to me. First of all, the size of those assets affects how much traffic is generated by my website, and I'm trying my best, since it's a side project, to keep it as low as possible. Second of all is how much traffic did my users take. I use their network to load all those images. For me, it really matters to keep that amount of traffic to a minimum. And in order to do so, we have a few options. First of all, there are three main formats of images that is available to us, which is PNG, WebP, and AVIF. And basically, even if you update all your images to be just the WebP images, and I think projects like Next.js, they even sort of like do it for you automatically. So WebP is a minimum thing we can do. So let's say I have my website. It's a deck building application for the board game. So if I load some image, we see that it transferred 432 kilobytes of traffic. 06038. I have an image, 421 kilobyte, and it's a PNG image. So how about if I convert it to WebP? In order to convert to WebP, I will use a very old school tool called ImageMagick. This thing, it was created 33 years ago, but it's still kicking. So I can convert that image to WebP, and also, just in case, I will convert it to AVIF. Now we have image available in three formats. As we can see, the conversion to WebP significantly reduced the size of that image, while conversion to AVIF, in this case, it didn't reduce the size that much comparing to WebP, like it just 20 kilobytes difference, but sometimes this difference can be bigger. Just for the sake of experiment, I know there is another image I have, and this image, 1.2 megabytes of a size. What will happen if I convert it into WebP, for example, and also in AVIF? Here we can see that the difference is like tremendous. From 1.2 megabyte of PNG image, we went down to 152 kilobyte of size for WebP, but even lower for AVIF. So this is another case when now it's almost a double of a size of a difference between the AVIF and WebP. Sometimes it could be less, but that's what we have. AVIF is the latest format, WebP is much more spread, but not everyone uses the latest browsers or latest fonts. There are users who still like iPhone SE, or maybe there are still users who like, I don't know, Internet Explorer. I want them to use my website. At the same time, I don't want to punish users who are using modern tools that support modern image formats. In order to support now all those formats, what I would need to do is to, instead of returning an image element, is to return a picture element that will contain an image, and this image will point its source to the PNG. We could say this will be the like default or fallback option, but also I will specify source element with the source set attribute set to the WebP version, and also specify the type image WebP, so that the browser knows, like, if it supports WebP, it will load a WebP counterpart of the image. So now it loads a WebP version. So it would go to 73 kilobyte instead of 432 kilobyte of the traffic. We can also use an AVIF, try this one, and now it's even a little bit smaller. This is AVIF version of an image, and this is a PNG version of the image. And I'm not a designer, but I don't really see any significant or noticeable to my eye difference between three formats. But now, since I'm on the latest version of Chrome, I can enjoy the lowest possible traffic for all my images using the AVIF while someone who still on Internet Explorer or whatnot, they can still use the website, but they will be dependent on this PNG format. So this is how I approach keeping images blazingly fast for my users. And you know, I have those. Another consideration you could think about is, of course, that not everyone is lucky to be on a fast network. Let's say we are on some slow 3G network. Then if I go and use a PNG image, oh my God, it takes so much time. It takes so much time. Oi. 10 seconds. So now if we load the image, it took a third of the previous time. One last consideration, AVIF, even though it kind of ultimately, as we've seen, could be from a little bit smaller than WebP to almost twice smaller than WebP, it has one downside, that it doesn't support progressive loading. We have seen progressive loading so far on that image, but with AVIF, it will be not possible. So the user will need to wait until the whole image is loaded. Depending on images you are compressing, sometimes it could be significant difference, but you lose progressive loading. Sometimes it could be insignificant. When the difference is insignificant and you lose progressive loading, that's probably not a nice experience. That's it. Thank you for watching, and if you liked this type of content, please subscribe to the channel and check some other videos. See you next time.